Hey everybody, welcome to Life with My Tribe. My name is Amber. I am a homeschool mom to 4 beautiful girls ages 7, 5, 3, and 3. Today I'm going to be talking about children's learning styles, the top 3 learning styles actually, and how knowing your child's learning style can actually save you time, it can save you money, and it can save you on frustration. So if those are 3 things that you're really wanting to save on, be sure and stick around because that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get started. So a big key in successful homeschooling is understanding your child's learning style. Now, people tend to gravitate more towards one specific learning style. So they may be like 70% in this learning style, 30% in this learning style. Now, why is it important to understand your child's learning style? Well, for one, it can definitely save you money and can save on curriculum. So you might be over here spinning your wheels trying to teach your child with a traditional method of homeschooling, when in reality, your student really needs more of a kinesthetic approach. They need to learn and move and do and be more hands-on with more hands-on activities. It can also save you frustration. It can help you be more efficient in your teaching. If you're trying to get a concept across to your child and they're just not grasping it or understanding it, it can be frustrating for not only you trying to teach them, but it can be extremely frustrating for your child as well. When information is presented in a way that your child can understand, they're going to take in and retain the information more effectively. So understanding the learning styles and where your child fits into that can really be a big key in successfully homeschooling. So the first learning style I'm going to talk about is kinesthetic learning. So with these types of learners, they love movement. They love doing things. They don't just like to sit there and listen or look at a book. They love hands-on activities. Kinesthetic learners learn best not just by writing things on a piece of paper, their letters or their numbers, but pulling out a cookie sheet and putting shaving cream or Cool Whip all in it and letting them actually write out their letters, write out their numbers. Kinesthetic learners actually learn best by memory games and flashcards and, of course, field trips. Who doesn't love field trips? But for kinesthetic learners, movement is key. The second type of learner that I'm going to talk about is the visual learner. Now, visual learners learn best through seeing. So charts, diagrams, pictures, plays, maps, flashcards, all types of stuff like that. They learn best through seeing those types of things. They also learn best by making lists, circling and highlighting and color coding information. They love that kind of stuff. Now, these types of learners really need a quiet environment. When they're working, when they're learning, they need to be completely focused. Have you ever seen people who like to doodle on their pages? So typically, visual learners will do this. So when they are sitting down, maybe hearing a lecture, or somebody is reading a book to them, they will just sit there and doodle. And that's because they need something visually to look at while they are hearing the information. So if there is a visual learner in your home, you might want to make sure that there are some visual elements in your homeschool with each lesson. So if there is not a visual element, create one or add one in, so that way you can keep them, keep their attention, and you can help them to retain the information in a way that is best for them. The final type of learner that I'm going to talk about in this video is the auditory learner. Auditory learners learn best through hearing. So lectures or read alouds. Also, auditory learners may do better when reading aloud and they're trying to understand a specific concept or something that they're reading. Reading out loud may actually help them to comprehend and understand the material better. Auditory learners will also need all distractions removed from their learning environment. And auditory learners tend to be actually very, very good with words and conceptual thinkers. So in closing, we have 3 different main types of learners. That is kinesthetic, auditory, and visual. Now, when prepping for the following school year or the upcoming school year, you always need to be aware of what your child's learning style is, so that way you can make sure that they are learning in the way that best fits them. They are able to retain more, take in more information, and teaching is going to be way more effective in homeschooling. Now, don't only take into account their style of learning, but also take into account your style of learning as the teacher. So when you are looking through curriculum for the next year, you might be drawn more towards a traditional method or unit studies, but maybe your child is more of a kinesthetic learner or maybe more of a visual learner. So it's very important to not just purchase curriculum based on what appeals to you as the teacher, but what really appeals to them and what would help them to learn best. If you have really determined your child's learning style, I would love to hear what it is down below in the comments. I've got to say, I am wrapping up our 3rd year of homeschooling, and I feel like I am just now kind of really understanding more of the homeschooling methods and the different types of learning styles. So I'm really excited to put that even more into practice this coming school year and to see how this really helps my girls engage in school better and learn more effectively. I hope this video was helpful. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more information on homeschooling, mom life, and family adventures with our family. Thank you for hanging out with me today. See you again soon. Bye.